Welcome everyone, first live stream of 2024, new year. Timmy is all excited except the camera keeps falling. Timmy, why you bump your camera? Don't bump your camera, just let your camera stay in place. Look at him. He's all tucked in with his blankie. He is ready to go for the live stream today. And yes, I saw that. If you would been keeping up with what some people were saying, the whole Starfield winning most innovative game of the year is either people trolling, just being funny because it is the least innovative game of the year, for most people's opinions, or bribery. And to me, I think it could be either way, because if you look at, you know, with Starfield, before it came out, you had all these preemptive reviews from all these publications about how it's a masterpiece, 9 out of 10, all that. That's not a review. Those are sponsorships. They're being paid to give it a good review. They're being paid. It's just like, you know, people, you can't trust some of the reviews on Amazon because people are getting free items and they'll say it's great, so they keep getting free items, which is why there's a on Amazon verified purchase that somebody actually paid for it, or supposedly paid for it. It's the same thing with this. Starfield got tons of amazing reviews, but they were reviews in that somebody's being paid to give them a good review, and it very well could be somebody got paid to give Starfield most innovative game, to just ignore votes and actually just say this is the most innovative game, just to you know, fumble the numbers a little bit. If it's not that, then it was trolling. People were trolling, because you can see on Starfield how bad the reviews have suddenly plummeted. I mean, right now it's sitting at recent reviews, 8,084 recent reviews for the last 30 days, 27% positive. And if you dig through some of those reviews, you'll see some are marked positive, and then nothing but tearing into the game for how bad it is. So people are even marking it positive instead of negative, but leaving a negative review, just throwing off the value a bit. But overall, the reviews, 90,000 reviews, it's now down to 63% positive. That's not that good. By comparison to what we're playing today, Planet Crafter, only 612 reviews in the last 30 days, but 96% positive, overwhelmingly positive. And all reviews, 23,000 reviews for the game, Planet Crafter, 96% positive. This is a two-person dev team, or was a two-person dev team, producing a better quality game, a more well-liked game than a multi-billion-dollar studio. Yeah, that is. So you gotta take it as either people were trolling with their votes, or somebody got bribed to skew the numbers a bit. Timmy, you've been patient while I've been talking about that, so here you go. We're gonna get Timmy right here. Dude, look at that face. Look at that face. Oh, yawn and then chew. Okay. He's like, 2-in-1 deal. It has potential, but if you've paid attention in the past, you know, I got to where I hate saying a game has potential, because the game itself is not going to improve. It's the developers that have to improve it, and the developers have shown they don't have the potential right now with Starfield. That they, you know, you gotta think that it's not just the developers. I'm not saying the developers are bad for Starfield, because it's not just like, hey, you go and make the game and do great, do whatever. There's hierarchy to it. Somewhere a developer says, this isn't working very well. You know, we're having problems with the performance of being able to fly through space, fly into an atmosphere, and somebody higher up says, okay, we'll just make it a cutscene. We can, but that will kind of, you know, interrupt the gameplay. They don't do that in No Man's Sky. Well, if you can't make it work, just do a cutscene. So somewhere higher ups made decisions to cut out the gameplay quality in order to focus on trying to keep it looking good and making it feel like it's big. But it's not a big game. It's a very shallow game. Hello, Devin. You don't play this game, but you like me and Timmy. So game on. Now, so Starfield. I finally made my choice for the winter sale, and I bought 3 games. I bought No One Survived, which is, if I don't like it, it's on Jenny, because she's the one who kept talking about it. I bought Nova Lands because while I have been really back and forth on that one, it's got very positive reviews, 89% recent, 92% overall. It's kind of like Stardew Valley in the visual style and everything. It looks like that. But you play on these islands that are like grid based. You have automation. You make robots. You give them jobs to do. So I was like, you know, it depends on how much the automation gets overly complicated, like unnecessarily complicated, before I decide I don't like it. But I decided to give it a try. It was cheap. And then the one that I really am ready to kind of start toying with a bit just to see how it compares is Spaceborne 2. Now, this is one I've talked about in the past. There are plenty of people who have said this is what Starfield should be. Spaceborne 2 is the game done in the way Starfield should be done. Granted, it has nowhere near the number of reviews, and some of the recent reviews are, well, still more positive than Starfield. 69% recent reviews positive. Overall, 83%. So it's still way above Starfield. But if you check that game out, it was on sale. I want to say it was $10 is what I paid for it. Maybe $12. $10 or $12. And watch some of the video. It's got the performance. It's got the style of like you get to actually fly through and have proper space battles and such. And the thing is, it's being developed by a single person. The first one was developed by a single person. Granted, people said it never felt like it was fully completed when it went full release. But it's a single person who is making a game that people are comparing to as equal or better than Starfield in some cases. So I bought it just because I had to see if it actually stands up. Even if it is just a small amount better than Starfield, I would say some people need to be fired at Bethesda, because if one person can do a game that's equal or better in a lot of aspects than Starfield, then there's management, there's developers, there's people who made bad choices and need to be gone. And you look at a lot of the Starfield comments, there are a lot of people saying they've lost hope for the next Elder Scrolls game. So I have a feeling unless Starfield can be turned around and do, like No Man's Sky has done a pretty big turnaround over the last 7 years since it came out. I mean, beginning, really bad reviews, still not as bad as Starfield's getting right now, but bad reviews, and they've completely turned it around, made it into a really great game. So unless Starfield can do the same 180 and turn around and suddenly become just getting overwhelmingly positive recent reviews and start to slowly creep back up on the quality level of the reviews, I think Bethesda's gonna hurt when they do the next Elder Scrolls game. I think they will be far below the expected sales projections, because I think a lot of people are gonna sit there and want to wait and see what other people, like influencers, say about the game and watch the gameplay before they buy it. So I feel like they're gonna lose really bad if they cannot come out of how low they've sunk with Starfield. I've got most of the parts in for the new PC Xbox. I mean, they literally just were finally coming in yesterday. Got some of them yesterday. So I need time to put it together. That's probably what my project will be tomorrow, is start assembling it. And then I've got to load everything, because I'm doing a fresh setup, not doing a clone of this system over to it. I could clone it and it would just be identical. I just have to tweak a few things, do some different drivers, but I want to do a fresh start with it. So it's going to be a completely fresh install, installing all the software I need, getting my OBS settings moved over, making sure all my files are syncing right, getting a lot of stuff put in place before I am ready to actually put it to use. And I'm taking 3 components out of this current build to put in it. So I will need to have it functional this build's still functional to keep making some videos while I'm doing all that setup. So it's still gonna be a week or so before I am ready to actually probably start making content with the new system. Plus, you know, I gotta go through and check all the parts, make sure all the hardware tests fine. I don't want to get in, you know, I might open up the motherboard box and be looking at it and find out some of the pins are bent from the factory and I have to ship it back. I don't know yet until I get everything, start putting everything together. But I've got to do that. That's probably gonna be tomorrow's project. And it's gonna take a good bit to get everything replicated over to it and set up the way I want, as far as software wise. And then last thing will be loading the games that I care about. Some of these games will probably not get reinstalled on it. But I'll be installing the important games, and then I gotta copy all the game save folders over. I will copy all my mods over, but I'm sure I'm going to still have to do something to properly reinstall some modding stuff for some of these. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a process while I still try to keep making the videos and doing my normal life. But yeah, I got stuff coming. And I do want to do a comparison between this PC and that PC when I get it built. It will be the same graphics card, the 3080 Ti, so GPU won't be changing, but I want to show the difference, if any, of what the CPU will do for certain games, because I've had so many comments in the past about, oh, it's your CPU bottlenecking everything, and then CPU is barely doing anything. You know, and other people with better CPUs than mine were saying they saw the same problem. So I just want to do a good comparison video, say, without changing the GPU out, just changing the rest of the stuff, this is now how the game responds, and show just kind of how much of an FPS difference there can be between certain games, just changing out the CPU to show whether it's actually the hardware or if it's the game and the game engine that's actually slowing it down. You know, some of these, it's the game engine. It's not every game engine is done in a way that is optimal for building thousands of pieces for a base or something like that. But yeah, give me a couple weeks and I'll probably be ready to start producing video content on that PC and be working on it at that point. And I'm going to do a video comparing the performance between them, but I'll also showcase the parts in it, because I know you'll want to see that. It should be a pretty nice looking build. I went with a nicer, well, this is a thermal take case. I went with a Lian Li case this time because I've seen really good things about them from people, and price wise it made sense rather than spending as much as I could have on like a thermal take case. Plus this case that I have here is big. I wanted something maybe a little bit slightly smaller with some better features. But yeah, again, I'm gonna do a very thorough, as I build it, test everything, make sure I don't have anything that's gonna be dead or dying, so I can send any parts back that I need to, so I'm not dead in the water for a little bit. So let's get into the game, and thank you, Jason. I had to show off your membership there. So get time for OBS to pick up. Thinking about it. Game's thinking about it too. It's all those drones trying to go. Well, I say is thinking about it. It may not be thinking about it. Oh, because it broke. What the heck? There it goes. Wow. Yeah, it's not even like... It didn't even want to give me the option to choose the game window anymore. It's just acting like it's just... like, I don't know what to do. Okay, that's... May have to finally go with that next update to OBS. All right, well, here we go. We are back. We're going to do some more rocketry today because, you know, I did so much last time. Let's just refresh. We did... How many was 1,000 rockets last time? I think it was 1,000 I launched. I can't remember. I'd have to look. Yeah, it was 1,000 because we were at 1,500. Now we're at 2,500. So 1,000 rockets last week to try to get ourselves a little snowball going there. And still not even close to what I've launched in the last game save. But performance-wise, this helps more than building a crap ton of drills and heaters. Or I got too much. I need to go and get some more aluminum for over here. Keep my rod production going. Oh, yeah. So I want to hear if anybody since last week made some purchases on this winter sale. What does everybody buy? Who bought what? I've already laid out my 3 games I finally decided to buy. And when Jenny gets here, I'm going to put her in the spotlight saying that, you know, if I don't like this, no one survived. Blaming you. Saying 8th gen CPUs bottleneck a 3080. I mean, if it's bottlenecking the graphics output, okay, I could see that being a case where the GPU can't run as optimally. But, you know, bottlenecking means it should be working, it can't run as fully. So either it's limiting the core usage. And I mean, I'm not using 8th gen. I'm using a 6th gen right now. So if it's a 8th gen or older bottlenecking a 3080, then it should be the same thing I would see. But I've got games that peg the GPU, absolutely just peg it high. And those fans really kick in because I'm running it ultra wide, 2K, max settings, and the GPU is, you know, really getting hit hard. Not like so pegged that like everything starts to stutter kind of thing, like I'm pegged at 100% GPU. But, you know, I'll get into the 90 percentile on the usage, and then my CPU could be like 40. Just like other games. Scrap Mechanic, that one. Horrible one in terms of optimization, because it would rely more on the CPU than GPU and such, and RAM. Because it says, if I remember right, Scrap Mechanic said you need 16 gigs of RAM. I think that's what they recommended. And every time I ran it, it was never using more than like 2 gigs of RAM at all. But CPU would be 80 to 90% just for that game alone. That's why I never live streamed it, because I could only get it to work for recording. Even then, it was kind of iffy at times. But, yeah, it would barely touch the GPU, the RAM, but peg the CPU all the time. And, you know, it's fairly smooth running, but I think part of it was just the way the physics are handled in that game. That it was just so many physics calculations happening that it was just maxing out the CPU because of it. And, you know, that's also a game that, to me, I consider abandonware now because it hasn't had a significant update in, I will say, over 2 years now. They keep teasing about they're bringing a new underground update where you can dig and go through caverns and do all this stuff, and they've shown demos of it. But it has yet to be released, and it's been like 2 years since the last actual update. And that's one of those games I say, you know, if you don't get a significant update for a certain amount of time, players who own the game, you know, should be able to put in that the game appears to be abandoned on Steam, and Steam has to have the developer, like, notifies the developer, hey, your game's going to be marked abandoned if you don't release an update that the players consider meets the criteria of an actual update. Not like, hey, here's a bug fix with fits 3 bugs. Ha, update. But here's an update, and we added all these features, and now the player's like, okay, we're good. This works. You know, that kind of thing, You know, I feel like scrap mechanic would be marked as abandoned if that was an option to do that in Steam. But that is one that's just horrible on the performance in terms of how it's balanced. And then, you know, like this one, granted, I've got a lot of drone traffic going. I've got a lot of stuff processing. I am streaming. I am backing up, or not backing up. I've got, well, Google doing stuff like that. I mean, I'm hitting right now about 65% typically on my CPU. And then my GPU's 40%. You know, it's not the most graphically intensive. Also, I got a lot of bees in the way. That's part of it. So let's go away from all the bees and the butterflies, all the little insecty things. And I'm hearing wind. I'm not hearing any kind of meteors, so that's good. So if I look away from all that, yeah, I'm down to like 50% CPU. Running on, you know, just, you know, Windows with OBS running, got chat window up, got a few other things going. So, I mean, you know, it's not pegging my stuff out, like, completely right now. I'm not sitting here struggling with anything. And I've said before, you know, find you a game. If you ever think you're having a hardware issue, find a game that runs just perfectly well and looks good, that you can say, like, this is an impressive game and it runs well. For a long time, I was using Far Cry New Dawn and Far Cry Primal. I would always have at least one of those installed because they run well, and I can have them maxed out, ultra wide, everything, and they don't push the system. They run well without making the system, like, it's not like the CPU's pegged or GPU's pegged. I want to say, I think Far Cry New Dawn, I was running about typically 50 to 60% CPU and about the same for GPU, and that's on max settings. But now I've been doing Rage 2, and I said, you know, I picked that one because I got it for free on Epic a while back. That one runs so smoothly, is so well optimized. You can see enemies. Like, I can sit there and see enemies fighting over there at that distance. They're rendered in, doing stuff. It's a big map. You can see way off in the distance, see the trail of dust behind one of the big caravans, convoys. There's just so much that other games would have not rendering in order to help with performance. And this game performs amazing while doing that. It just has a lot of other bugs. Yeah, Mechanica is another one. That should be marked. Like, there should be an abandonware designation. That one shouldn't even be sold anymore, because it's really just, you know, a little extra cash flow. Somebody doesn't read the reviews, they buy Mechanica, and oh, it hasn't been updated in like 3 years, and people hated the last update. Oh, you know, well, they gotta go file for that refund, you know. That's one that should be marked as, like, free to download now, because, I mean, the devs should just do that. I mean, be responsible. If you're not going to do more updates to it, and it's not a completed product, market that way. Say in your description, I have abandoned this project. And then make it free, or make it like $2, something like that. Make it cheap. If somebody wants to buy it just to play it in the current state, here you go. Cost you $2 instead of 15, 20, whatever it is. But, you know, that's one. If I ever start looking at a game and I see, oh, that's the same dev that did Mechanica, I won't even consider it at this point, because it could have done a much more respectable thing and hasn't. And that's the big thing for me. It bothers me on that one, is that it should be marked abandoned, because the developer has said that they've abandoned it, and yet has not marked it abandoned, has not changed the price, has put it on sale to make money off of it. I'm out of super alloy. I need a lot of super alloy for this, and I scrapped or recycled a lot of stuff for super alloy. Yeah, I am empty on all of it. All of it. Ah. Let's see. Okay, I need to go get aluminium. The neat mod for scrap mechanic now. And we'll get it. What mod? And oh, Jenny, you were late. But I've mentioned already, I got No One Survived. I went and got it on the sale. So if I don't like it, I'm blaming you. It's all your fault. I'm gonna have to put the blame on you if I just think it's a horrible game. Oh, you like the base rebuild? Well, thank you. You should like what I got coming for the next video then. It's definitely gonna be something. If you like the way the base looks, I give you a way to see it in a whole new aspect, I guess. Got a Nintendo Switch for Christmas. So you got Animal Crossing, Pokemon Legends of Arceus, and Legend of Zelda. Okay, Zelda, I'm gonna go with. Pokemon, I don't know about the new ones because I haven't played that since the original Pokemon. I still have my red cartridge somewhere. I think it was red. Because I got the Pokemon 64 thing, and oh, that was awesome. Just, you know, the Pokemon 64 where you could go and not play the regular game but do the battle side of it. That was awesome. I like that part. You know, I'm one of those people that will say, like, I don't think Pokemon is inherently childish. I think it had a certain childish flair to it that made it more appealing to a younger audience, and still does. You know, the whole like, oh, Pikachu so cute kind of thing, and the whole show. But from the game standpoint, it's a good game in terms of, like, you know, strategy and such. And oh, I forgot I have too much aluminium. I forgot I have, like, already maxed out on my aluminium. Okay, there we go. Let's see. I need super alloy. But yeah, to me, Pokemon is one of those games. It is a good strategy game because, you know, when you get into your it's kind of like playing Magic the Gathering. I was big into that when I was younger. Still have a lot of my cards. You gotta focus on, like, you know, the strengths and weaknesses. And with Pokemon, you know, you want to get a good mix of Pokemon. I remember the first one, I always liked Starmie? Staryu? It's the most evolved version of the star. You know, the starfish one. And I like that one as always my first one because the attack options, it had an electric attack, but it was a water type. So it had that, and it had some other type as well. It was like some kind of psychic. Oh, it had a healing ability too. So I'd always start with that one because it had so much versatility, and it was basically the initial tank. Take damage and just keep healing yourself. You know, unless it's something that was water type, I had an advantage against water type, I wouldn't swap them out. And I had certain other ones too. And it's just like, you know, it's that strategy thing that I like about the game. I can find better strategy games now than Pokemon for that sort of thing. Crash Lander mod. I have not seen Crash Lander. Granted, I'm not looking at stuff for scrap mechanic because they still haven't updated, and I kind of did. I want to say all the stuff they had to do, I already did. Because I remember getting to like a certain point, and I was just kind of like, the performance got so bad because of some of the physics. Again, that's one of those that is all about the physics, and that's why I think it hits the CPU so much more, because graphically it's not that crazy. It's just the physics of everything. Like, I mean, you got so many tiny blocks, which does give you a lot more ability to build some interesting things instead of having to have all these different block sizes you have to manage. You just got, oh, here's this one, you just make a lot of them. That's a lot of items that have to be kept track of by the game. You know, imagine instead of building a big 3x3 room in this, I had to build the floor, the ceiling, the light, each side of the light. Then the frame right here had to be built separately. All that had to be built. You know, like every one of these, I had like a light I had to put in. It's like I'm adding so many more elements that have to be accounted for by the game. And it's like Minecraft, except you don't have big blocks. You got a block that's, for most part, the size of what would be like 16 in the block size of Minecraft. So, yeah, when they finally get it done with some more optimization, I'll consider it. But that is just such a poorly optimized game right now. I just can't do it. I can't put myself back through that. You haven't played on your Switch in a while? Like, you mean just Animal Crossing or total? You haven't played at all on your Switch? Because there's a difference there. Like, you know, did you get bored with just the game? Or did you get kind of like bored with stuff on the Switch? I'm trying to still find stuff I want to play on this Steam Deck. I'll do it for like 2 or 3 days. I'll be playing something and I'll be like, I'll go back to PC. Crashed Lander mod is supposed to be about 20 hours of storied gameplay, new biomes, and wolves to fight early on. Okay. Good morning, Alex Red Plays. Yeah, I'm too much. Too many games right now. You haven't played it all. Again, I bought 3 new games from the sale after I really debated back and forth again. Like my wish list, I kept moving stuff around. And I got the No One Survived because Jenny, you just kept talking about it so much. I got that, and then I got Nova Lands, which is like it's like Stardew Valley appearance, kind of meeting almost a SAS factory type thing. Like you're doing not factories with like conveyor belts, but you got robots you can tell to do stuff. There was a game I remember playing before that had like the same theme, kind of like you get robots, tell them to go chop down trees and such. I cannot remember the name of that game now. It's been several years since I played that one. I know that. But there was some game that was like similar. You go chop down trees and then go tell it to, oh hey, I built a bot. Go harvest trees for me now. So I got Nova Lands because it's supposed to be kind of like that. And I thought that might be one that could be kind of fun to do on the Steam Deck, maybe. Be something a little bit more, you know, more portable feeling. And then I got Spaceborne 2 because I want to see how it compares gameplay-wise to Starfield and see if it's one that I can endorse as an alternative to Starfield if you don't like Starfield. What are we doing? I am waiting for drones to transfer stuff because I've got a lot of resources I need to assemble again before we can launch a bunch more rockets. I don't know if we're going to get 1,000 rockets today, but I can get a bunch today. Got the bees over there. That should be producing. Wait a minute. I need to go check my bees because that was the thing. I was running out of bees last time. Let me go make sure I got bees. Yes, bees are going. Shall I go ahead and take all those with me? That's what I ran to last time. I think actually it was I ran into the fact that the honey was clogging up the flow because I had honey filled up in my storage and wasn't using any, so the bees stopped producing. I had to fix that, and then I moved all my bees. Oh god, look at all those drones going. I think my something lagged up on my my shipping of fabric because it all just kind of piled back up again. All right, so I got these. We're gonna need cobalt, silicon, not a problem. I'll get those easily. Still kind of filling up on those, but that's not a problem. I get those for those two rockets. Oh, absolutely got plenty of cobalt. Silicon, different matter. Tree seeds. I need to check my tree seeds because I did add more production last time for that. Okay, that's filling in. I don't know if that's going to be enough. So I want to say I think I had like 4 or 5 rows of it, but I could be wrong for the last launch. And then, well, all this stuff. Fertilizer. Okay, that's full again. That's filling up. That's full again. That's about full again. Plenty of algae and such. Bacteria samples. Yes, full. Mutagen. Bacteria samples. Osmium raw, stuff like I got going. It really comes down to the super alloy again. I might have to actually expand my super alloy production now. Because we only get the 1 mine. Maybe we'll get another big super alloy mine with the mammals update. Or the whatever they add the next biome. Because that could be useful. Great. I mean, this is big. I got room there. I got room. I'm trying to keep these separate from the range of the autocrafter. I may have to go ahead and bump this up. Maybe do like 2 more here and extend more this way a bit. Just to get me some more super alloy. I always go make it. But why do that? Why make it when I can just go and mine a bunch more? What, somebody played Novalands and it's a neat little game. That's one I'm wary about, partly because it took like a good 20-ish hours of gameplay for me to finally get into Stardew Valley and actually get like where I really wanted to play it. And now, last time I played it, I was just kind of like, oh yeah, I remember why I stopped. I got to the point where it was pretty much maintenance on practically everything. I mean, I did add some mods to my Stardew Valley to help make things better. Like, there's a mod that your machines that are adjacent to each other, horizontally and vertically, not diagonal, can connect. And if you attach a storage at the end, they can actually pipe everything into storage. So I had stuff where it's like, oh yeah, here's all these, actually like spammed out the fish traps or crab trap, where is it, you know, because you get junk in it. So I've got all these traps that spam to like a single container, and I literally just go there and then I put everything in that container and it spams to a whole bunch of recycling machines. So it's like it made it easier than going manually to every single one like I was doing. But I feel like I'm kind of thinking Novalands, because it has automation, will help with some of that. You'll just do it in the game, but it's kind of that, the visual style, kind of the play style, I feel like it's going to take a bit of time for me to get into Novalands. But I got it because I thought it might, worst case, it might be a good one on the Steam Deck. Got snow. We don't have snow. I want snow. I just want a good snow flurry where it's a good snowfall. Like, it is dense coming down, even if it melts. I just want a good snow flurry so I can put Timmy outside so he could be like, what is this? And then not care because he don't get to play in it. Person got bored and stopped playing it. Well, you know, that's going to happen. I mean, I'm sure there are people who get bored and stop playing this because they're waiting for an update to come out. You know, I'm still trying to find stuff I can do. I gotta optimize some more. We're gonna do some more some more ore extractors. And I have continued to look for new mods. There's not as many mods coming out for this game as like some other games. Well, you know, partly it's not as popular as certain games. Even Subnautica is slowed down on the number of mods coming out. Yep. We're gonna put in some more. I'm gonna end up having more extractors than most things in the end. Just because so much I need to produce. I'm just gonna throw another one over here. I'm gonna keep these still to manual collection just because of how much it would take for the drones to come here and get stuff. And if I get to the point that I'm like, you know what, forget it, I'm just gonna stop worrying about individual pieces and I build enough. Like, let's see, that's 5, 9. That's 9. Yeah, that's total. That's 9. That's 1 extra than what I need to produce a rod. And if we can still choose, like, just from whatever, I would be producing, like, yo, here's the 1 aluminium I need over here. I might build a second rod production setup now and just go with recycling everything. Because that's doing pretty well. It doesn't... takes a while for the aluminium to get used up. That'll get me 2 rods, like 2 super alloy rods every so often pretty quickly, which I should still have a good number of them. I've got 8 tier 2 lockers for them with the stacking mod. Okay, we can use some of these and get a full setup for some rockets. Let's go see what else I need. Let's do same thing again, because I remember it maxed out my super alloy storage. Whole thing completely full on 2 of them. So super alloy. We'll just do another super alloy, because you know what? Actually, we're gonna move it so they're side by side. Why not? Take that out. Dump that in. So I filled both of these up to get 1,000 rockets. So I should be able to get 500 rockets worth, depending on the ones you're doing. Right there. And my rocket engines are still not fully recovered. Oh. I know what's going on with that. It's like, forget I gotta do this. And then I remember when it comes time that, like, oh yeah, there's no rocket engines being made. It's uranium. Because I'm producing the iridium rods. And that's all that's being used for those. But you're using up uranium. 2 pieces for each rocket engine. And I have 1 piece sitting in there because I'm not producing raw uranium. I'm just going to go ahead and dump a ton of it. And then I got to go check my iridium. We'll do it. There we go. We need a tier 2 recycler that is built with multiple slots and automatically recycles into its own container. Because then we could automate it without a mod. I would still use this mod, but I mean, it would help. Actually, probably the stacking mod with a tier 2 recycler would be enough. Because, I mean, if you got, like, say, 8 slots, or, well, it'd be 9 slots. So let's say they have 9 slots input, and then 9 slots output. Still, unless it was, like, the way the shredder is, where it does not accept the stacking with the mod, or the mod's not done for that. If this was able to do that, you know, at most you're going to get 9 items coming out of something being recycled. So 1 item recycles to 9. With the drones, you can pull stuff out automatically. That would work. Now here, there should be plenty of rocket engines going right now. Yep. Like slow-moving bullets. Carrying off my supplies. I think I'm about ready to redo the ordering of my teleporters. Which means I'll have to go to every single one and destroy it, rebuild it, rename it. And obviously I have not been over here in a while. -1 temp. I'm assuming that means Celsius for you. Which, honestly, I mean, that's cold. That's below freezing. But it's been colder than that here. It warms back up enough during the day that we can't have any snow sticking to the ground because it's too warm on the ground level for it to stick. And not that, I mean, I would like snow. I like snow for Timmy to experience it. And oh, that was a sudden lag. At least once, you know, without me having to drive somewhere north to do it. Granted, he probably would step outside, be like, nope, cold, nope, back inside. Like, it's raining. He doesn't want to go out if it's raining unless he's really got to pee. And if he's got to pee, he's out that door. He's right there, picks a spot immediately. And as soon as he's done, he's back inside. He's like, yep, I'm done. Not doing that again. All right, let's get my other supply counts then. Super alloys coming. So on way of rockets and bees. And the rockets, oh yeah, look how much faster it's going now. Bees are not gonna be, well, depends on how many rockets I want to launch. But if I remember right, it's 3 per, yeah. So 100 rockets, 300 bees, 200 rockets, 600 bees. So I need 60 stacks again, and an 80 stack container. That's gonna be one that's gonna take a little bit. I don't think I've got that many bees being produced. Seed larva. I didn't check the seed larva. That should be good. So yeah, let's just go for 600 of each. Or 200 rockets. So 600 cobalt, 600 silicon. I'm trying to remember the count. How I did that. Oh, I know what I did. Easy approach. So that's 35 stacks. That's 350. So next, I just get another 35 stacks and then put 10 back. That puts me at 600. E-Money, hello. Thanks for dropping in. People are upset they can't use snow machines or ski. I mean, I guess if you were like looking forward to that, you know, sure. You know, you say like, oh man, it's like going to the beach and it raining the whole time, so you can't go surf or lay out in the sun. I mean, I get it if you were like, especially traveling for that, or if it's something you don't see often enough. But the fact that people are complaining they can't ski or use snow machines says that it happens often enough that why are you complaining about it? You know it's going to happen again. It's not like you'll never see snow again unless you move. All right, so that's all the silicon. I gotta get the cobalt. And then I go and start restocking them a bit. They've really got to cut down on the visuals with the drones for this. There's way too much lag from the drones. Oh, how am I still had that on? Jason, you should do like in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Should do it where you really polish up the sled. Guess you call it a sled. It was basically a metal bowl he was sitting in. But really polish it up and see if you could get the same effect from the movie where you just go flying down the hill super fast, skid across the highway. You know, yeah. Go for that. Like really, really oil it up, get it nice and polished, smooth, just like slicked up, ready to go, and just rock it down the hill. I don't know why I keep coming up here. I'm not launching. I'm so used to going up there where the storage would be instead of being right here. Okay, that's the first two rockets, for most part covered. It's the big one. Big one's coming. You know what? Let me just go ahead and get that. And that. So I'll get those two. Bees are an easy one with the mutagen and osmium. Oh, why? This feels like extra slow today. Like, this one really just does not want to land. Like, I could chase it. I am that fast. I could keep up with it. That is an unrealistically slow rocket. Or a meteor. If I can move as fast as it, there's something wrong. Oh, maybe it's just me, but it felt like it was extra slow today. Alright, let's go and get this stuff. So I am going to need... to do 200 rockets, I need 200 fertilizer. And all this is yeah, I still don't get why. It's like certain ones, fertilizer being one of those items, that it locks up the game trying to transfer them. Like they're slow to transfer. Like I've noticed with the new FCS update, a much bigger lag with taking and putting items in and out of the FCS data storage, like the servers with the server disk. I've noticed it's like really laggy on those now. Like you put in a bunch of them and it's like looking at the logs, it's doing something where it's recalculating stuff for every single one, like repeatedly. And it's just like here's 5 items and I'm waiting for 10, 15 seconds for it to process those items. Spicy Meteor Chaser. That sounds like a good drink name, actually. We'll market that one to Monster and see if they want to do that. It'll have a... I don't know if you get away with a hot sauce flavor, but that could be like a very... like a synonym, if I can say it. while the game is frozen. You know the Red Hots candy? It could be a Red Hots candy flavor, like, but don't call it Red Hots. Just make it like, it's kind of like Red Hots, but it's the spicy meteor chaser. That could be the new monster line. We'll split the credit on that one, Felonious. I think I broke the game trying to transfer over a bunch of fertilizer. Like, this is lagged up as bad as launching 200 rockets. And I haven't saved recently. All right, I'm going to give it time to see if it will do something. It's not doing anything. Oh, I did get one of my coworkers found a hot sauce that he brought me as like a late Christmas thing because he forgot to bring it beforehand, or maybe he found it in like a sale section. But it's an ornament, like a little ornament ball full of hot sauce. So you literally you like pop the top off after you're done using it. You can fill it up with something else and have an ornament, you know. Not really spicy. It's very, had a vinegary taste, like very vinegary, but not spicy. Like, you know, I'd put it as like a medium, maybe like a medium hot sauce, like hot wings type of thing. And yeah, I was like, all right, well, I'm going to finish this, and once we're done with it, we'll use it for the company tree next year. We'll put something else in it. I think I broke the game transferring a bunch of fertilizer. All I did was try to fill up my inventory. And it's locked up completely. So I'm going to close it, and hopefully I don't lose any of that work. Yeah, something, I don't know what happened, if it was like a micro update to the game or something with the mod, the stacking mod, but it's just with the inventory stuff, and its specific items are the ones that are the problem. Okay, I lost some, not all. Think what it was. Okay, I lost some of my, all right, don't have all the stuff transferred over there. Then this was when I was getting the indium. I can't even remember now if I already set up the super alloy stuff then. I need to go check and see what I am missing now. Because it looks like the rockets are functional. Because, yep, they're transferring. Okay, still that. Let's go see. So no silicon, no cobalt, none of that. So I lost all that work. Which means my super alloy should have the additional extractors going still. All right. There you go. Let's start with the cobalt this time. I don't know why. Like, cobalt, fine. Cobalt runs fine. Certain ones run fine. Other ones, you hit a stack and it's like several seconds for it to calculate that it's transferring a stack of fertilizer. I don't get that. Why it's certain ones and not others when it's got to be from the stacking mod or a game update. So either something conflicting on certain ones or something with the way the stacking mod is handling certain ones has changed. But yes, I have now broken the game by transferring items out of my inventory. You could say that's only Mr. Spicy did this. Broke the game trying to move stuff in inventory. It's not just rockets now. It's even just picking up items out of inventory. I can break the game. That's the cobalt. get our silicon. Let's grab from this one. And see, silicon works fine. I need to up my silicon production, it looks like. Yeah, oh, your mom needed you, so you had to leave. Oh. Felonious live stream. What did you live stream this morning, Felonious? Feel free to promote yourself in chat. What's I get? Oh yeah, silicon. There goes those. I'm honestly about to just set up like a cobalt and silicon extractor setup right there, just over the water. We got our stuff floating in the water, so I might just do that and have it where there's two over there and they dump in specifically to those containers as well. Hopefully, because they're like right there. Yeah, let's just go through. Okay, iron, I used a lot of it. I will use a lot of it because of walkways and such, but I feel like I might need to bump up some silicon and cobalt a little bit more. And so you did Icarus? Yeah, Jason, stream no one survived. Because Jenny's all about that game. Let's see. Okay, that's cobalt, silicon done. Yeah, fertilizer is what broke everything. So let's just start again. Save, so I don't lose that progress. And I need, it was one each, so I need 200. So I technically need 8, 16, there. So, or I just gotta fill up here. That's why I was trying to put all of it in. I was gonna kick 10 back, but it did not like that. Honestly, now it's working fine. Except for, you know, I can't transfer stuff when the drones are transferring. Okay, so that's 20 stacks. That should be enough. Alright, so maybe it was... I know it's the stacking mod. It's something with that at some point, but it may also be just a case of... Oh, hey, it triggered again. Oh yeah, I lost all that because I didn't go collect it before the crash. And, well, it decided to fix it for me. It triggered again. There we go. Spicy meteor chaser. If it would not possibly kill me, which I don't think it will with this much health, I just get in the way. Actually, I might. I saved. If I die, all I gotta do is transfer take the, you know, fertilizer. So I'm just, it's gonna hit me. Ah! There we go. I got hit. Face full of meteor. And I survived. I need food, but I survived. I am a sturdy individual. I took a meteor to the face. How about that? Let's see. Okay, I know one thing was... no, wrong level. I need tree seeds. And if I am right, I want to say it's 20 each. There's 2 of them that need it, so I need 40. So I have just over the amount I need for that. So we might come back to the tree root. I may actually be expanding out some more tree root production. That may become a bunch more tree root right there. More biodomes, more trees. You've been funny. You've been playing 7 days more than no one survived lately. I don't even know if I'd actually be a pancake. I think I would be just completely, like, obliterated. It'd be more of a way to put it. I think it would, just from the heat alone, would cook me to cinder. Alright, so 20 seed lerma, 20 tree bark, another 20 tree bark. So I need 40 tree bark total. You know what? Alright, 20 bacteria sample. I'll get those. If my backpack would carry just another 5 slots worth, that would be great. Because then I could get 20 bacteria sample, 20 mutagen. I'm kind of afraid to now, like, do a mass transfer from one of these. I'm afraid, like, I'll tell it to transfer the full inventory and it's just gonna be lagged up. Because of, honestly, probably the drones having a big part of it. Alright, you know, I'll throw it in here. I'll get tree root and mutagen. That's the, well, let me double check. I know there's a tier 2. I want to say that's the bees. Yeah, tier 2 is bees. Tier 1 is trees. Right, it's plants, it's trees. I can't click it because there's too many drones bringing stuff. Here. Oh. I get why it's probably happening, but I don't get why that's not something that was fixed with the drones. But apparently that's like the drones are putting stuff in the same way the player does. And that means when the drones are putting something in, the player can't. And taking stuff out is like, it interferes like you're the player doing it. I need to be able to put stuff in and take stuff out while the drones are doing their thing. They should not be interfering with me like that. Alright. Biodomes, because I need more tree bark. And I'm not even going to do the fancy, like, let me just split it out like I did previously. There we go. Like, I'm not going to do it where I have them with walkways and such. I think I'm just going to connect them straight through. Because that, you were with us last time. That was a nightmare. Trying to get it to line up right with the walkway and everything. I think I'm not even going to do the interim piece on these. These are just going to be the extra ones that are going to, like, just go straight together. Just like, you just walk straight through. Forget the little interim room on those. That's less decorative, and that's more about just give me stuff. Yeah, these are done. Okay. Yep, there's a shorty. Apply the tree bark. You know, there's tree bark and our spot is tree root. You know, or the name is technically tree root, even though it's tree bark in this. Because it'd be too much trouble to go in and change the name and all the different placements. All right, so that is another 4 tree bark spots, which I already had 8, so that's 12 tree bark production. I mean, this might be one of those where I need to stack them. Just start stacking those so I get plenty of tree bark until I'm not launching tons of rockets, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Like, you know, I used to do Thursday night streams, but I can't do Thursday night streams anymore because of changes with my schedule. I gotta go do stuff for my mother Thursdays after work. It's one of my multiple stops a week to go check in on her, make sure she's good, and take care of stuff for her. I just can't do Thursday night streams anymore. Now it's kind of like my schedule means I can swing the Saturday stream. So I do a Saturday stream. You know, if I could still do like another stream during the week without it being such a problem, I would do it, but I just can't. Because of it's so late when I sometimes get back from doing stuff for her that I can't guarantee it every week that I'll be available. Let's see. I got a spot open here. I could put in another plant farm if I absolutely needed to. Okay, so waiting on tree bark for 2 rockets. I got fertilizer. Oh, seed lumber. That's what it was. I was trying. I'm sitting there going through it in my head. What's the other thing I was missing? Seed lerma, which I don't have a lot of. Tree seeds. Again, I need a way to disable certain recipes from happening. Like, I need it where I probably could just build an extra one of those. Let's do that. Another DNA manipulator for the automatic DNA sequencing right now. Go. Seed lerma, right? No more tree ones because I'm not needing them. I need seed lerma. And those are still, well, I'm not automatically dumping the frogs' eggs. I don't have a spot for them to go because they were just producing the generic ones endlessly. I'm just going to let those fill up so I know I got the full collection. Oh. I know I got plankton. Plenty of it. Let's see. Mutagen. Got plenty of tier 3. I think the tier 4 has been completely shut off still so I don't need it. So that's going to fill up, hopefully, a bit. There we go. Look at all those bees coming in. I'm going to easily have enough for the bees. I need it's the mutagen, but also osmium rods. Let's get the osmium rods. Should be 20 stacks. And apparently I'm not producing that much osmium relative to using up 200. May have to take a break at some point from the rocketry. But Jason is karate master. Though I didn't know that either, so I can't say anything. Yeah, Jason's like wax on, wax off. Right, Jason? Just say it. Just say you wax on, wax off on a routine basis. Sometimes it's the car. Sometimes it's karate. So he's the teacher and the student. Ah, very, like, zen. Like you realize you don't know enough, so you're still gonna go and take classes to get better and or learn from a master, but then you teach the underlings. You're like with the Jedi. You're not yet a Jedi master, but you're definitely above Padawan. At least I'm assuming you're above Padawan. Alright, alright, so I was Sea Lerma, I'm waiting on. I'm still waiting on some more bees. Mutagen. That's the one for the bees. The Mutagen tier 2. Alright, so this will take care of the last for the bees. Other than the bees themselves. And, I think. That leaves... Let's see, that's the tree seeds. I got that there. These, I think I've got everything covered. I need tree seeds. Another 20 tree seeds. Or no, I didn't even bring them yet. I need 40 tree seeds. You know what? I'll take those back out, put them here. That way, 40 tree seeds there. I need. Actually, that's probably it. I need a lot of super alloy, which I can get if I need it through recycling. So I gotta fill up both of these. And that's going fine. Alright, I might want to check on my uranium storage. So this is why I say we need automated rocket launching. Because it just makes sense at this point. Like, you know, without the stacking mod, you just end up with, I mean, so much storage and you have to go manually launch. Nah, we need a automated launching platform. Uranium. Oh, I still got a good bit, but it's not like I got that much. I'm gonna do another 5 stacks worth. And that should be a fair amount right there. So yeah, bees. I'm not expanding the bees anymore. I think that's good enough. I just got it streamlined a little better. Added some more for tree root. Yeah. Okay, it's just a matter of how fast it produces the bees. Flower seeds. I swear I had seed lermas being produced, but that doesn't feel like it's producing. No, say seed lerma. Just, it's slow. Alright. Then check my super alloy. Mr. Jurassic, hello. Thanks for joining in. Just has to take your test to be part of the mafia. That's what it is. You're in the Italian mafia. You got to take your test to graduate to mob boss, is what you're saying. First degree brown mob boss. Got it. So when I have a Scarface type question, Godfather question, I know who to ask. Say, Jason was in the Italian mafia as a kid. At least as far as that spot says. It's a first-degree brown belt mafia boss. Oh, wait. Ah! Nope, nope. Not intended for there. I need him for over here. So maybe I'll generate enough super alloy by the time I generate the seeds, tree seeds, and the bees. That's a good start right there. 200 bees. That's more than enough bees. No, it's not. It's 200 rockets, so it's 3 bees per each, so it's 600. So I've got to get all the way down towards it here. 60. That's A, so that's 82. Yeah, I gotta fill all the way up to here with bees. That's what it is. So that's gonna take a little while. And the rockets are still produced. Okay, ooh. Zeolite, let me double check. I don't remember it, but it might be. I might need some more zeolite for something. Probably burning through that again. I feel like, you know, the zeolite caves, nice look. And it's kind of like, it's the right crystal look for it because it's got the nice, I mean, it's a brighter glow instead of a dark glow. That's a lot of room for a zeolite production, even with the water. I just never find myself needing that much zeolite, like in one go, because there's other stuff that you also need in conjunction with zeolite for certain things that you can't get right here. All right, so goes that. I'm gonna double check now because I want to see if those seeds have finished. See if it's just. Okay, yep, it's going. You know, 4 seed lerma at a time now. I feel like 5 would be a good number to have. Just figure out where I want to put it. I might just have to do some rearranging there and put some more DNA sequencers in. That's picking up. Still not picking up a lot, but it is going. Oh, hey, butterflies. Oh, duh. I remember now what I did last time to finish that off. I also used my side sequencer spot over here. So I've got this little spot over here where I can set it up to produce specifically bees if I've got enough uncommon. I think that's what it was last time I was starting to run out of uncommon. Yeah, it's not producing a lot now. I kind of wish there was like a control system, you know, for like the drillers and such, like a or extractor, you know, like a management console where you could go in, kind of like how we got the drones, you know, but it actually lets us like mass assign the extractors kind of thing. Like, oh, hey, you know what? Like these are this group. I want to have them all do this, or I want to like if you could go in and mass assign. Here's a group of extractors. I want them to all mine the same thing. Like all these are mining aluminium. You don't have to go to each individual one. You can go into the control thing, or let's say they're in a general area. You're like, hey, I want them all mining iron. Oh crap, I'm running out of space for iron. Okay, switch them to mining this, and then have it also let you update, which I guess this probably be the more complicated part, let you update what their demand, their supply things are for shipping. So you could change it so they change their supply from iron to, say, cobalt, if you want to do it that way. I felt like that could be kind of like a neat little, at least an interactable screen interface that gives us something a little bit more than just looking at stuff. Okay, you know, granted, well, this I can interact with to zoom in and out. This I can read messages. This just shows me information. This lets you see your unlocks, but also do the blue chips in here. I want to do a blue chip, just see if maybe they... Nope, did not sneak anything in on us. Alright, so... Super Alloy is producing, just, you know, I may have to recycle some stuff. Oh. Is it another one? I seriously have got 2 back to back of the Pulsar Quartz ones. So we're gonna do this again. I'm intercepting. I'm gonna stop it. Or right, I want to see if I can actually light myself up. I think I'm too low. Back. Got it. I landed on it. I landed on it. I let go just in time to land on it. And be in the middle of all that mess. Yeah. That's how you do it. Just jump on it as it's about to hit. Now, where's the other one landed at? I can't remember. I took the hit to the face, and I forgot where the actual hit was. At some point, I want to see a glowy purple thing. Right? Somewhere there's a purple glow thingy. Purplish, pinkish, something. No? Where was that? Chauffeur for the wife and kids birthday party. Massage appointment. I'm assuming massage appointment, not massage app, like you're running a special side business there. We don't need to ask about. You're going, oh, first time driving. Okay, we hope to see you later. Or hear from you later. We understand if we don't hear from you later. Oh man, my frogs have fallen. They have fallen into the water. They're amphibians, so they still need to breathe oxygen. They're gonna die. Frogs are gonna die. Alright, so if we don't hear from Jason next week, we gotta assume something did not go well in the driving lesson. I can't find where that other meteor hit now. Unless... Or maybe it hit where my Pulsar Quartz got used for something. Oh, that, yeah, I remember. I saw it, and I was like, I need to fix this, because it's... Oh, no, it's not full again. It's, the drones are bugged again. It's that stupid phytoplankton that is not going anywhere. Okay, fine, I'll fix this. It's like the... You know, it shows the icon like it's getting picked up, but it's not getting picked up. Oh, my rockets are fixed now, it seems. Those are going... That should be almost full for rockets. Now, I'm not going to use all of them. Actually, no, I am. I am going to use all of them. That's right. I need more than the one container. We're going to do 1,000 rockets. That's why I was throwing some rockets in over here. So that's 80 stacks of rockets. So that's 800. So I need to pull a bunch more rocket out, stacks out. So extra 20. So that will give me, once that is full, now 1,000 rockets. Yeah, I almost had the wrong count there. You're here for the rockets? Well, there we go. Yeah, Pablo is S-Bots. He changed his name. So when I'm responding to Pablo's messages as S-Bots. Because he's still S-Bots. Deep down, he hasn't changed. Start clearing some of these out more regular. Oh, yeah, I could throw those in there. Let's see, we're gonna get these dumped, hopefully collected. I guess I am going to do another manipulator. I'll move to this spot. Let it start kind of going. I want to move like that one. I want to keep these two, I think, because that's the original setup. I want to move like the ones on the end. That means I gotta catch them at the right time. Or... oh, I didn't. Can't deconstruct. Inventory is full. So I'm gonna have to like just spam the deconstruct button to catch it at the right moment. What? I didn't cancel it. It's like acted like it canceled and then kept going. And I am very low. Look at no common larva. Gone are the uncommon larva, pretty much. All right, I'll come back for that later. So the bees, rockets, super alloy, and the tree seeds. Bees are coming along. Let's see how the tree seeds are now doing. So I need 40 stacks. 400. I need half of this. I need to go all the way through there and empty that out to have enough. I don't have a 4090 yet, Spots, and I did not buy a 4090. I did not want to waste the money on a smaller upgrade. I'll upgrade to a 5000 series or something like that when the time comes. Plus, I mean, right now, CPUs or GPUs running like 27, 28%. It's not really a problem with this game. It's more of the calculations. Just something locks up. So that, I gotta get all the way down. That's, yeah. We are... Guess I'm back to collecting some larvae then. I have to go and collect larvae to get enough for the bees. Despite my upgrades. We'll go check on my indium. Not like I need it, but I want to make sure it's not filling up. That. Check my super alloy next. I can, I will let the super alloy fill up without recycling. There's something simpler about that, like just I got it all from the production without having to recycle super alloy rods. But the bees are still gonna take some time. And I really, really don't want to have to expand that anymore. Because you know what that means? It means more frame rate loss. Because more bees, that's the really big killer on the rockets. The bees make the insect one's the worst one in terms of launching a lot of them. But we get enough to launch another 1,000 rockets today. Technically, I only have to launch like another 100 or 500 next time. Ah, did it again. Because was it three? No, it's 300 each. I can't remember. I remember I did something to level them out. No, 500 each. So I got 500 rockets of each. This will put me up another 200 of each. So now I could do like, say, just 100 of each. So 500 rockets the next time. And then another 200 rocket run. That'll be 1,000 of each rocket. Should be, I mean, that should be enough to at least get me through the mammals stage as soon as I mean, I should already go through the mammal stage pretty much as soon as they add it to the game. Should pretty much just be, hey, here's mammals, and congratulations, you got mammals. Has it been a year since you got your new system? Possibly. I mean, was it Christmas last year you got the system? Because if it was, then yeah, it's been a year. All right, I'm gonna have to dump these items myself because the game's not doing it. Or that might be why that one's not going. Never remember where everything is. Okay, so that's why those were not dumping. So at least 2 of them had a legit reason for not dumping over. Oh, there's more fertilizer. It's not moving. Well, in the meantime, I do have a lot of indium rods, a lot of super alloy rods that have been produced. I got a ton of explosive powder because I haven't been using it. At least I believe I got it. Double check. Okay, I got a good amount of explosive powder, not a ton of it. Let's go finish another floor of heaters so I can have a little bit more impressive looking setup. So if I'm gonna do 9 of them per floor, it's 3 by 3. So let's see. Wait. Here, 27. That's indium and super alloy. It's not really that pricey once you get going. There we go. And the scooper alloy. Alright, that's enough. Go get a bunch more heaters. So a little bit taller, looks a little more impressive. And not worried so much about this for collecting a bunch of larvae anymore. Just make sure I got it lined up. Yep, I got it lined up right after I fell off the edge. That's why I wish more games would include like a flying drone style building camera. You know, it helps so much when you're placing stuff. You can see it better, especially when you got big items like this and you can't really necessarily see how you're lining it up on a certain side. That's about right. That. And... and then the corner, which is always the fun one to make sure you don't fall off the edge as you do this. Okay. So that's another set. I'll get an optimizer over here at some point, because I got one down in this area. Oh, heat multiplier fuse. I don't even have enough fuses in there. I'm sure I got another heat multiplier at this point. I'm not doing the heaters again. I'm doing one small set of heaters. I'm not like launching or building 250 of them. That's why I'm doing the rockets, so I don't build 250 heaters. And also optimizing them. So I'm gonna let that go. Get me some fuses. Another. Oh, see that one right there? Boom. Picked up one, spawned another. Let me check my uranium to make sure I'm not running low with all of these rocket engines. Okay, I'm down to the last batch. Two. I have 2 uranium mines going producing rods, and I'm still not filling up that fast. Oh, come on. I held the button down. There we go. Alright, so that's a bunch of uranium. That will take care of making sure my rocket engines are going. Really getting to the point. I feel like it's gonna be a push because of the amount of resources every time, but I feel like if I get up to the 1,000 of each rocket type, I could take a little break, kind of let stuff stock up again. Since I'll probably need to let some stuff stock up at that point. Because of how much I'm having to wait for certain things to produce now. I need to like AFK this at some point during the week. Just get that mod that automatically eats and drinks from your inventory when you need to, once it gets to a certain point. And you just, you know, it's the AFK mod. You literally, that's what it's for, is so you can not die of starvation or dehydration when you just walk away for a couple hours to let this run. Okay. So super alloy probably hasn't had that much produced since the last trip. That's the one I'm just gonna have to fill it in as far as recycling. So B's and C's. Okay, that was there. Now it's there. And I need it to there. I gotta get to here to make enough for this next batch of rockets. So it might make it at this point. I might have to build a couple more sequencers. Oh yeah, look at that. See, coming up here. Look there. Oh, look at those heaters appearing. Lovely heat spots there. All about the look. See, one more level, I think that would be good. That's all it really needs. Doesn't need to be like a crazy high up in the sky like I did before, where it takes 30 seconds to fall back to the ground. That's like one more level, and then it's like that. That gives me a nice, impressive little tower there. And then just keep the rockets the way they are. I'm still contemplating another big batch of tier 2 biodomes. Just get my tree roots production going a little bit better. Let's see how I'm doing on that, because I need 40 stacks. I need... Okay, it's actually doing fine now. I need all the way to that slot right there, full. So I've only got, that'd be 10 more slots worth of tree root. Yeah, 10 more. That should be coming up on, I should have had it at 32 now. Should be 32 or 31 partial stack. So the tree root's gonna be fine. Bees. Did I grab the bees? I did. Okay, so we got that. Flower seeds. Almost there. I think we're good on that. I might throw another couple manipulators in there. I may actually just do a separate setup, honestly, for this. Like, I did that one there at one point for the silk larva, and then I did repurpose it for bee larva last time. I may do a separate little tiny setup away from everything else, where all I have to do is throw in the resources I need for, like, say, seed lerma, and that's the only thing it can produce. Same thing, I might go over there and just put up where here's the only way it can produce. It can't produce anything else as far as frog eggs. It's like, here's the generic frog eggs right there. And I just, I shut off the phytoplankton. That's what I do. I turn off phytoplankton. I just take that out. Can't use it anymore. No more generic frog eggs. It just uses up the generic frog eggs. I can do that here and get all those. The fish eggs. I can do the phytoplankton, but I can turn off the frog eggs at that point. Hopefully get it to stop producing those. Actually, I need to use up all that tier 4 mutagen. Then I gotta make sure I get all of the larvae, all of the frog eggs, the fish eggs. I still gotta do that decorative setup for that. I gotta go get a count of all of the options. Oh, it's still producing food. Getting snow on Monday. Well, there you go. Maybe. You're supposed to be. Osmium, that's what I was thinking. I knew I thought of it earlier, and I was like, I need to keep an eye on that and make sure I'm not, like, burning through it too fast. I think I am. I think I'm burning through it a little too fast. I might have to do more osmium production, too. For now, let's go back, check this. No, I was just thinking. Alright, so the auto sequence DNA mod has a limit on the input items, but no limit, or range limit on the input storage, but no limit on the output storage range. So I could, as far as I've been able to tell, it has no limit. So I could literally put like a little seed lerma production setup over at the volcanic biome base and just take the supplies over there necessary and let it produce everything, because then it would still go to the tree seed storage at the main production spot, because there's no range on the output, no limit on the output. And I was about to go put that in there too. It'd just be a case I need to take the supplies over and it can do all the seed lermas for me. Do a bunch of the fish for me. I might have to do that. Might have to go and adjust something over there. Yeah, I really don't want to have to expand on this because of the lag from the bees. Oh, gotta take that one. Take the opportunity. I kind of want to see it actually, like... Wow, okay. So, wait a second. There's 8 there. So something is still not... It's got supply. So where's the demand going? That's demand of honey. Oh, it is buggered up again. That's what it is. It's acting like the 2 slots are full, even though they were not. I bet that's what it was. Yep. So it was acting like the last 2 slots were already filled up in use. Same thing it does with the rockets. And it was locking up my honey being recycled. Man, I hope they fix that with the next update. Because it's still doing it. It's acting like there's nothing, like there's something in those 2 slots. Okay. It is time to save and close the game out, reopen it, and let everything kind of reconfigure, because I seem to be getting some issues now, like compounding issues again. Always good. Don't just save. Go to the main menu, save and close out, reopen completely. And while I do that, I'll bring the Timmy out, because Timmy is so special. He is a very special boy. Oh, wait. He's hiding. Literally has his head uncovered, but his nose buried under the blanket. There we go. Now I got his attention. I got him out. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. God, he is toasty warm. What's that? He is just radiating heat. He is not. He's like, I'm not into this right now. I'm going back to sleep. Ilya just shoved his face back in the blanket to go to sleep. All right. Well, there's Timmy, and now he's tucked away again. So back to some more Planet Crafter. When OBS catches up, there we go. So now, double check. Make sure I saw it going. That may be that it's low right now and it's running out. It doesn't have a lot of honey. But yeah, okay, so some of those got hung up again. Oh, wait, oh, look at that. Nope, it was loaded up. I want to see. Nope, there it goes. Okay. I thought it might already be messing up again. Yeah, it got gonked up. Got all messed up in the works. Maybe that's finally fixed it. That's what you need to close the game out every so often. You can't play for too long. Once you get to a certain point, things just kind of start to get a little stuck. 68. All right, I need this one. Hurry up. When it hits 95, I'm going to start spamming to deconstruct it. I'll try to catch it at the right moment. He's not recovering from New Year's. He did not party at New Year's. He was scared on New Year's. He's not a fan at all of fireworks. So all the people all around shooting fireworks, he was just nuh-uh. He's just like, no. He's still recovering from a work week. That's what it is. He's like, I had to go and like sleep and look cute and eat treats for like 4 days. I need to relax and sleep and eat some treats again, and I'll look cute again on Monday. All right, 95. That's it. Okay. Deconstruct. Cannot deconstruct. I will fix that. Let me tell you. Unless it goes just absolutely that fast. It may have. May have gone as soon as it emptied the inventory, it immediately started up again. Yes, it did. I did not get it fast enough. Wow. Okay. Well, I don't want to empty out a ton of storage. I'd like to be able to just say turn off the auto sequencing for just a second. Just a minute. Let me do my thing. It's not like I'm ever going to run out of those supplies. I really didn't want to like risk deconstructing something behind it. Of course, actually, you know what? That's fine. That's got inventory too. So we're going to try this again. I'm going to rapid fire this time. Because I want to get these taken out and moved. All three tried to huddle on your chest for New Year's Eve fireworks. I hope they're small dogs. Not big dogs, because you'd be smothered. Timmy won't hide like that. He wants to like... Either has to be right next to me, or he wants to get under the bed. Like, not his bed. Under my bed. He wants to crawl under there and be hiding. Oh, look there. It did that weird thing again where it's acting like it was not researching. Alright, I'm spam clicking my rapid fire button. This is going to deconstruct. I'm going to get this one. Come on. Come on. I got to get this. Come on. Surely, with a button that does like three clicks in a row, and I'm just sitting here clicking like crazy. That's rapid fire. Surely it should have. It did not. So I'm going to have to turn off the DNA sequencing mod just to move those. Okay, then. Well, honey is working again, or being recycled again. I mean, sorry, shredded. That's working, so I don't have any bees getting held up. It may have been certain ones were getting held up. Not all of them, just certain ones were getting held up because they were full of honey. Well, did not give as much time. It's funny that one of them had a lot more. Like it did not empty last time I came here. Okay, so I just really want the super alloy to fill up on its own so I don't have to do the recycle thing. I may have to do that. I'm going to check bees, check the tree seeds, and I'm about to check the rocket engines. That should be pretty much full. Yep, it's full. So there goes that almost full super alloy. So basically I just need like 80 stacks and then half a stack. Bees, I need to here full. So I need a good bit more. And I need the seed lermas. That's right. I haven't brought any seed lerma over, so I can go in here. It's for the seeds. Now I need 20 of those. So I need 2.5 rows. That should be almost done now, or close. It was getting close earlier. Yeah, so I think we're still gonna get it. We're still gonna make this happen. We're gonna have another 1,000 rockets today. That's not going quite as fast, but I think it was getting gunked up. That is going to do better now. So it's just the speed of those. I may just go ahead and build 2 more on top of that. Like, I want to get rid of that one and get rid of that one and move them here. So what I might do is just go ahead. Let's just go ahead and do 2 more going this way. And then I'll do 2 more. I'll move those 2 over here going that way. So I'll have a nice batch of 5 there. And then I'll have the 2 original ones sitting there. And I can just, if I really need to, expand out further. So those should already be sequencing. Yes, seed lerma. I really may just end up moving that out, because I mean, it's fertilizer, the plankton, and the mutagen tier 3. I could just make 3 containers off to the side somewhere and do the same thing with just a bunch of sequencers and let that auto sequence for that, and literally just kind of move some of this out of here. Like, not even use it here anymore. Just have the outputs come here, but the inputs be controlled in separate locations, like I did with that one. I could do go over there, go out that way with it. I may have to do that. I may have to really ramp up my seed lerma production with that. That should be close. The bees are going to be close. Tree bark. How's the other thing? I need to check the tree bark. How's that doing with 8? Good. I need up to that point full. So we're almost done. It's going to be close, I think, in the end, when we do it. 45-pound dogs on your chest. Three 45-pound dogs. No. Or is it 3 dogs totaling 45? That's different. That's a different thing. 45-pound dogs. They should be more like, we'll cuddle to your side, to your lap, whatever, not up on your chest. That's a hefty dog to go, like, be up on your chest. Especially 3 of them. It's like my dog I had when I was a kid weighed usually around 100 pounds. It was a half lab, half Rottweiler that my mom picked up from adoption one day to surprise me. And he never realized he grew up. Like, even the last few years of his life, he thought he was a puppy. That's what he thought. He was a puppy. And he is a very licky dog. I mean, you sat down, he was gonna lick your ears, your neck, your face. He was gonna get in there. He's like, you need my spit all over you. That's how he was. And if he, I mean, when you came up to him, he would stand up, pause right here, and start licking you in the face. That's how he'd do it. He did not understand personal space. He did not understand he was too big, too old to be acting like a puppy. And again, I clicked and it lagged and did not respond. You know what? I should just get all of those, take them, and instead of worrying about doing them over there, I should just go and build them underwater. Right here. Because let's see, can I could do it. You can build underwater. Interesting. I didn't think you could. My build constraints are not turned off. So you could just come build underwater. All right, fine. I should just move all of those over here, build underwater, and just have it go filling up. And let the drones handle it. I might do that. I mean, it does add some stuff in the way. You know, some more stuff to process in this area. Also, a lot of drone traffic right here. But I could get all of those down here. I mean, look at that. Just a nice row going that way. It's under the tower. Let the drones take over handling it. I don't have to do anymore. And it's out of sight, out of mind. Just 12 extractors, each one targeting a specific item. Done. I think I want to do that. What do you think? Should I build an underwater mining setup under my base? To hide it under my base, because apparently it, I mean, well, you know what, let me just test this, make sure it will work. That's not going to sit there like, oh, I'm underwater, I can't do anything. It's got a light going in there. Not powered. Ah, never mind then, it's not powered underwater. Yeah, you know what, here. If I do no build constraints, can it be unpowered? Not powered. All right. Well, it lets you build. It's just, it can't run it because of no power. Well, darn. All right. No hiding underwater. Power doesn't work. Probably part of that little, like, it's a separate playfield type of thing. I'm thinking, I really am thinking now about the idea of just disabling the build constraints and doing like a little setup right here where it's like, okay, it's, you know, it's up. I get to line up right like that where I can walk up to it and just have them over here. And that way it's close to the drones. So they don't have to go that far and let them handle it. I gotta think on this. I really like the idea of moving those now. But underwater is not going to work for me. I want it to look like they're not just mining something in the middle of the air. I want it to be at least into the water. So I can either put them along there or I can put them along here. And I got plenty of room right here. Kind of feels like I should do basically kind of like that. Like maybe, I could do that here. I could have, here's the walkway, and then here's a row along here and a row along there. And you just walk down the middle to them. if you need to interact with them, it would just kind of enclose them right here. I think I could do that. Spots. It's another random one of your little comments there. Hey, if you want proof that the Earth is flat, I saw this. Facebook or Instagram. But all right, so Earth is 70% water. And that water is uncarbonated. So technically, Earth is flat. Oh, for a second, I thought I got stuck between the ladder and the ceiling. Because it was not letting me move. So if I go back here to get this, okay. Let's just go this route. So let's say I have a, yep, turn it off. So I do it like that. I'll do out a little bit. There we go, like that. Okay, I was just for, okay, so it should go about that far out. It's like 2 out. This is, yeah, so this should be almost the same size as this. The little gap there, that should be fine. I should be able to make that work. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Polonius, you like that one? I thought it was good. I was like, okay, at least, you know, that is one way to argue is flat. I mean, it's not saying the Earth is physically flat as far as like the surface area, but there's a way, you know, it is a funny approach to it. I had to approve of that humor. Okay, so I did 1, 2 out. We're gonna do the same thing. So, you know, I was just for marking it. I can't see anything right now. It's way too dark. Yeah, do like that. I can get some silicon. I want to move a couple of those over. Actually, I probably should keep those. There. So I'm gonna do railings for it. And there we go. All right, that's enough. Just get it started. So now I'm gonna need a bunch of supplies, or at least the supplies for like the first 2. I think if I get the first 2, then I can go, you know, from there with the rest. So, titanium, 10, actually 9 being more than enough. That's 3, and then there's osmium, superalloy, and indium. Oh yeah, indium piling in. All right, so take this. The base has no legs. Like, I'd see, you know what? Part of that was I had just watched Forrest Gump on Pluto. It was streaming on Pluto, and I was like, oh hey, I hadn't seen this in a while. I'll watch Forrest Gump. And well, you know, then it was like, Lieutenant Dan, you got no legs. Or, you got no legs, Lieutenant Dan. That was, yeah, that was it. So I was like, oh man, I gotta throw that in there. It was fresh in my mind, so I had to say it. All right, come on. Snappy in the right placement for me. Come on. All right, yeah, almost. All right, we're gonna try that. There we go. Okay, got one with that. So that's what I need. I just need a outside grid to help with it. Once I get the first one done, it's like, okay, this is not a problem. to get the other ones to snap it to it. So I can walk up nice and smooth. Oh yeah, look at that. Right there. I might actually enclose it. So, all right, that works. Time to get the rest of them. And I'm gonna have a whole new mining setup over here for the basic stuff. So I don't have to worry about collecting it anymore. There's a mod, I think, that somebody made to let you deconstruct stuff with the inventory intact. Like if there's something in inventory, you can deconstruct it and it basically just drops a chest, just like if you like die. I may look into that. Granted, it's not like I'm running into this problem a lot. Mainly the DNA sequencers that are frustrating me right now for that. And, well, you know, I'm here, so I'll grab it. So that will be 2 more than I need. So we're going to do 5 more on each side. I say I could get to snap easily. You know what? I just... Because I'm not far from the edge. There you go. That should be more than enough. You know what? Fine. We'll start with this side because it lined up that way. 2. Ah! Yeah, it's fine on one, and then the next one is like, nope. There. Like, you gotta get in that just perfect spot. That's 4. I saw it. I saw it hit. And then went away. Come on. Place against it, not inside it. There we go. 6. Like the very second one on each side went so much easier than the others. Oh, maybe it's the fact that I'm going, hitting like the railings or something. Wow, as much as I keep moving back, it's just like, nope, I'm still going to target the same spot inside of the one you're trying to build next to. Snapped. They really need to change the green. Because like right there, you can barely see the link that says it's snapping. I really need to change that. It needs to be less bright, like more of a lower the opacity a bit so that it shows through a little bit more. And then, oh, I didn't do the last one. Okay. And then maybe not as bright of a color green, because it's the green and white that's doing it. There we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay. Those are done. And now we'll just pop the outer alignment. And for now, I'm going to take these out because I don't have a natural need for walk through there. But comes down to it, I can always build more. you know, going that way. We're going to go with iron. And we're going to supply the iron. That's what each of these will do. It's going to supply its resource until it is full. So I don't have to worry about this part anymore. Granted, this is one more thing that technically, you know, it keeps me invested, like involved in the game doing stuff. So I'm automating myself out of a task that will now make it a little bit more of a sit and wait type of game. That's why it was in the end, is like I got to where I didn't have, it's just I couldn't automate enough in Stardew Valley, even with mods, and then it got to the point where it's just like, it was more maintenance than doing other stuff. Plus I started trying to build a farm on that other island in Stardew Valley, and I was like, I got burned out on the whole building the farm. Like this, the whole doing the layout, clearing everything. I was like, I already did this. This is the other farm. You know, I don't want to do this again. But, you know, I'm not burning out on this because I got stuff to do, and we got updates coming sometime soon. Hopefully the mammal update will be the next one they release. All right, so that should have all those done. That's going to be just more drone traffic, but hey, you know, they got to do something. I got to give them stuff to do. And while I got them with me, so I think I kept, yeah, well, I got some when I collected too. So yeah, go ahead. I'll get this finished. So it's at least up. It's at least all the way across this first area. Like that right there. Yes. Let's go ahead and do this. So I have kind of a nice little walkway type thing. I'll do that later. So there we go. We got some kind of, you know, enclosure there, enclosure here. I don't need these anymore. But should have kept that before I, you know, get the larva first. Yeah, don't need those. There. More production, less work for me. That's honestly one of those things I could just keep extending out that way because it's over water, you know. It's not like I'm going to run into anything in the way at this point. They get power and just keep extending out just that way endlessly until I get to that side and just have like, let's say that's a dozen. I would say 3-4 dozen worth of them just producing the normal stuff till run out of space for something. And that's stuck. Or I'm out of space for iridium rods. I am out of space for iridium rods. Okay, so all my massive increased production has definitely helped the iridium side of things. So, you know what? Let's just see how much iridium I have here. Oh, look at that, I got plenty of room. We can't let this bottleneck anything. You know what? I think, yes, there we go. No weird hang-ups on the iridium rods. Of course, that is a lot of stacks I have to deconstruct. Again, an automated recycler tier 2 would be cool. Kind of, I mean, the stuff's there. Shredder's automated when it's full. You know, just take that. It's a tier 2 recycler. You have like so many. You click the input box, and then you have the output box. And you don't have to have any kind of oh, I am out of room for my recycled fill. Look at that. Spinning iridium everywhere. Wow. Yeah, that was a shock. Okay, so why is that not... it's there. Why is it not uploading? Why is it not transferring out? I have one stuck up there. Okay, drones need to get their act together. Because they seem to be ignoring the recycled container now. Because it seems like they're not even bothering with it. Like something here has hung it up and it's just completely neglected. Okay, maybe I've hosed my flow up a bit with the drones and adding in all of that extra production there. Which, I mean, that's 75 seconds to produce one item. It's not like, I mean, what, every 75 seconds, 12 drones have to go and do something? That's not a lot. Oh, there it goes. All right, so something... It's like the priority thing is messed up or something. Like it's focusing on one thing only for a moment. Like I don't have enough drones. I mean, this is about to fill up my inventory, I think. All right, that's probably enough. As much as that is just going crazy. I mean, look at the drones. And then they stop. And they're not... Okay, they moved the other items. Or no, wait, that was there. Okay, so... Now they're not pulling this out. I'm going to give them a minute. I'll let them contemplate the errors of their ways. Okay, bees. And... that one, that's where I need it to go to. So I'm almost there on that. We're gonna make it with the sea lerma. Bees. Let's see how good this is. I'm thinking I'm still gonna be a good bit short with the bees. Oh, and I broke 500 TTI. Okay, I didn't even pay attention. Okay, we're getting close. I need to get through here. I need it filled to here for this to work. I gotta fill that up. That's not gonna be a big deal. The rocket engines are done. Everything else is done. Cutting close. But, you know, that's what, like 3 hours, even with me tweaking things to help get it to fill up enough. I think I'm gonna have to AFK this a bit. Oh man, there it goes finally. Okay, so it's like something else getting priority over it. That's why I don't like the priority numbers. Should be groups. Pulsar Quartz is finally gonna use up some. Okay, that's all the iridium I could ever need. Uranium. is building up because I'm not recycling for the rocket engines at the moment. But I'm going to go ahead and get something ready. So, alright, let's look. Seed lerma's almost done. Bees are almost done. I just gotta let those fill up some more. Tree root, almost. 14 more. And then I just take all of that. Might just go ahead and do that in a moment. Wrong floor again. Okay, so that took care of some stuff over there. I got that. I might go ahead and, you know what? I got a few minutes. Why not? We'll go ahead and I'll finish up the last floor. I promise. Last floor of the heater tower. Actually, I might want to check, see how high I went on this one. Alright, so... and 6. Okay, so 1... 2... 3... 4... 5... and 6. Alright, so that gives me that. And I gotta line everything up correctly. Yep, okay. It should be 9. 3 spaces, 3 grids for each one. Yeah, that's right. Ah! Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's weird. It's like it waits to the last second and snaps down. And it was there that one time I clicked too fast and it was just like too high up. There, okay. Oops. Wasn't going far enough. What happened? It's too dark at times at night. And your flashlight really doesn't do much. Let's face it. Need a better flashlight in the game. Oh, you know, I forgot all about it. I ordered those heater fuses, And I was like, oh yeah, I gotta remember to go get them. And I just saw the pop-up for Terra tokens. I was like, oh, wait a second. I never got those fuses when they came back in. I'll take those. I'll order 3 more. There we go. Last one. Now I need the optimizer. And, you know, I want to have this optimized. I mean, the optimizer only does 8. And with my setup, it's 9 per floor. So it's probably going to get one of the loose ones on the first floor, but oh well. There goes that. And there goes the last one here. So plus 7,500% to them. Granted, that's not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. It's really more about the rockets, but at least I'm tweaking them to get the most I can out of them without just loading up like 4 or 5, 6, whatever optimizers with full fuses per floor, because they will overlap. Those numbers are going by fast. Okay, let's see. The tree root. Let's start with tree root. See if I am full, because that was close. I am short by 2. 2 more. Dos más. I don't watch it. I want to see it happen, because then I can get all. Well, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead. I know it's going to be. There's an 8, so it's whatever number when I get another one. Should be the right amount. We're gonna get this, fill up the tree root. So that's 2 of the rockets. That's seeds and plant. Which, yeah, should just be fill up the rest of that. And then I have the bees and the seed lerma. Both are, well, bees were going to take a little bit longer, I think. Or looked like they were going to. Now, seed lerma. That was close. So that. I had 12. That might be an extra stack. If they all produced at the exact same time, then that could be an extra stack of 10. We'll find out. It is an extra stack of 10. All right, so I need my seed lerma now. Should be hopefully done. I was really close on those 2. Yeah, I think I've added too much traffic now with my drones right here. They're just moving too fast. I am too short on that as well. I need 20. So that's 8, 16. That's 20 right there. I'm short 2 seeds that are producing right now. I'm just going to wait for these 2. Timmy's laid out. He don't care. Hold. Oh, he won't let me hold his paw. No? Okay, fine. I'll cover you up. What if I'm watching and it's not going to dump in because I'm watching? Let's see. Come on. I need just 2 more. Tree seeds are still going. I need a way to turn those off completely. I'll have to just move some production elsewhere. Beans. Lots of beans. Oh, I got a butterfly. Don't know why. There should be like no butterfly larva producing at all at this point. Oh, I got one. One finished. I was just thinking, you know, that that you put there, the iridium flood. You know, I did that before where one time I had the I was trying to build like little holding cells, like container type setups where you had to, where I was dumping in like the raw item, so it'd just be this big pile of like iridium and uranium. Kind of like it's a big storage bin, like a dumping area. That would actually be pretty easy to do now with the stacking mod. Having that to stack that much at a time. Just be like, oh yeah, look, I was throwing 10 of these of uranium and then just dump them out, like click, click. Or not even do that, just stacking mod. And then the recycle into containers, because it does have a automatic recycle that takes effect every few seconds. So it would recycle for you. You can literally just set it right above where you want everything dumped in. Load in a stack of 10 rods of whichever type. Step away. And just watch everything just kind of, you know, eject out and fall in. Okay, that gets the seeds. Yeah, seeds. Tree seeds. What? Wrong floor. Tree seeds. The flower seeds are done. I need some more bees. Not enough bees. That should be pretty much it, except for the super alloy, which I can get. That should be it. It should be right now. Back where we're coming up down to the 3-hour wire. If I can do it. It's probably not going to happen in 3 hours. It's the bees that are going to be the problem. Oh, I am so. Let me see. What was it? 60. I need 60. So that's a. So that'd be 72. So I need four stacks and one. 4 stacks and 1 bee. I am cutting it so close. All right, I got 5 on that. I gotta get those. Okay. I'm taking that because I might need the uncommon larva. For some quick bee production. Yeah, I might just have to let this AFK a little bit this week at one point. I may have to go grab that auto eat mod and let it keep me alive so I can AFK. Alright. Thinking this is gonna be the last amount I grab from here. And then whatever else we're just got to produce, that's still fine. I need to honestly swap that out for the big tier 2 locker so I can just make more use, because I'm out of space for aluminium. Just don't need it. Got too much being produced. All right, so that's a good stack right there. Still nowhere near enough, but that should cover a good chunk of it. And then we're launching another 1,000 rockets. So we ended the year with 1,000 rockets. We're going to start the new year with 1,000 rockets. And keep making rockets, of course. Man, this could be so much easier if I had an automated platform for that. You know, it's like, hey, just set this one to collect these resources, launch this rocket type, and I'd just be sitting there launching rockets nonstop while going. And I'd be way up from here, I'm sure. So we're gonna do 100, 200 of each. Let's put another 700 of those. Okay, so I just need to fill this up the rest of the way, and then I need to there. So the bees are not going to be the holdup. If I was just relying on super alloy from the mine, I could get... Oh, man, look at that. All those drones. This does not help performance. You know, I'll probably have enough. Or I may have drained a bunch of it. But let's just... We'll take that. I may have to go and start recycling just to replenish my normal stockpile. All right. One more trip. Maxed out. Waiting on the bees. 4 stacks and 1 bee. 41. That's why I'm short. If I'm remembering right in my calculation. So yeah, it should be... About to be done. Oh god, look at... this was... Oh, there we go. I was about to say... Like, I should have super alloy somewhere up here. Okay, super alloy is done. Rockets are done. It's the bees. Yeah, the extra rockets I needed there. So, osmium rod. The mutagen tier 2, that's the bees. That's part of that. That's, yep, there. And just double checking. Oh, bacteria stuff. Yep, okay, I'm pretty sure I got everything. It's the bees. I need the bees. And once that's done, that should be it. Ready to launch. 200 of each. So 41 bees. Not 41. 14. The numbers were reversed. Dyslexic. I said 41, it gave me 14. That's not right. So I need 2 and 7. 2 stacks and then a stack of 7. I just double check, make sure everything else is accounted for. So we're going to do the same thing. Actually, I could go ahead and be launching all but the insect rockets. But why do that? Let's do it all together. Let's do it kind of... I'll save. I'm going to close out completely so that I can get the maximum performance increase from a fresh load of the save. And we're going to launch 1,000 rockets. Again. About 50 at a time is what I'm going to go for. I will try to keep it where I don't go too crazy with it to where it can function afterwards. I may have to take a break from doing that for a week. There's too many rockets. Oh, that's back. There we go. I'll put these in storage for right now. And do the last of the tier 5 heaters at another time. Get that finished up. See, that's gonna look nice. It's gonna be a nice little tower going up there. Nice visual at night. It's worth it. So I just need some bees. Like, fast. Spit them out right now. Oh, see that right there? That's I took all of it had. It was 14. Now we're up to 12 again. I need 27. So at the least, it should get me to 24 after this, hopefully. yeah. You know what? I need to go. We'll have to do that. Maybe next week. Help me remember. We need to go look for the collectible larva. Not the ones you produce, that you sequence. The ones that you just have to find. Like the pink one in the mushroom cave. I think is that one right there, but I could be wrong. I can't remember. I found one of them. But I need to go find those. And I need to remember to do the trick of we're just going to build a platform. Way up above the ground. Just build upwards. Big platform of foundation grids. Let them spawn all over it. Easy to find. I'm not going to waste time like searching all over for them. Oh man, alright. So we are down to the bees. I felt like that was what, last week? Same thing? I got 3 more. I literally need 12 now. Need 12 bees to finish this up. And be ready to launch. I was going to check, see if it was stuck, but apparently, it delayed the click. Okay, this looks promising that nothing's hanging up now. Make sure these are clear. They look to be. Oh, there's one waiting. And my rockets are hung up. Oh, wait, no. Finally, a couple of them went. Feels like it is hung up. Something is hung up over here. Look at that. They are doing it again. Or they're hanging up and not filling up fully. Something with... is there the stacking mod causing it? Or something with the drones themselves? Come on. Need a drone. Drop something off here. So, I've been missing out on money. Come on. There it goes. I mean, I was out of space for fabric in there. Because it's got backed up again. I guess gotta start, like, every 30 minutes or so, close the game out. And open it back up. Something's getting hung up. Hey, I'm really starting to think it's something with the stacking mod causing these problems, because it's always with something with storage now. That's the issue. And I don't want to give up my stacking mod. I like it. It's helpful. I'm 2 bees short. Come on, I just need 2 more bees. Right there. Come on. You know you want to. 2 bees. 2 bees. Come on. I'll trade you a whole thing of beans if you give me 2 bees. Oh, I got more. Okay, that's the ones I need. So that's... should be it. That should max it out. We're going to line it up if everything looks right. That's 200 of every rocket. Save, close, reopen, and start launching. Yes. All right, let me go ahead. I'm just going to get up here and be king of the world. Save. You know what? I'm not even going to close all the way out. We're just going to go back to main menu, load the save. There is a difference between completely closing and just doing this, but I think it should be enough for this to launch. black screen. Maybe I was wrong. Okay, it normally doesn't do the black screen like that when I'm loading fresh. So that might be an indicator. Here we go. Roughly 50 at a time. As best as I can gauge, it's about 50 at a time. I just feel like I should move the little thing up here so I can count. No object to launch. And I'm still able to move somewhat. So I didn't launch 200. I can't get my rocket boots to work, my jetpack, because I cannot time it with this lag. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't go in the water, because I'll never survive. And the time it takes for it to recognize regular movement again, I'll drown. I launched 53. I was almost dead on. Like one click too many on my auto fire button. Wow, okay, that was nice. And look, they've despawned that quickly. Here we go. Launch. There we go. All right. I'll make a bunch more and just keep going. Give it time for these to build. You see when the lighting stops acting goofy on them, that you know it's finished building them. Oh, look at it. The rockets are going everywhere. They split up. It's not just a big bundle anymore. I'm going for a lot this time, because I know it's not creating that many when it's this slow. There we go. It doesn't take that long for me to go through the launch count, so I'm not making that many each time. Oh. Like 2. I got down to like 2 of them left. I think maybe it was 4 in the end. I think I got down to the last 4. Oh, it didn't finish building before I started launching. Look at the drones going crazy. I turned them off last time, I think, because they were bringing so many rocket engines to refill that it was causing lag on that too. I'm just gonna let them go this time. They need to do work. Okay, give it a moment. Okay, I think that's done. I think I'm gonna get through all these, like this batch here, the field protection ones. So no more silicon. Everything's used up. And I'm gonna let it go until there's no rockets at the moment. Okay, not quite there yet. And what I'm gonna let it go until the rockets are all despawned. And then we'll do the C's. The B's are definitely gonna be one I'm gonna do smaller numbers of. Oh, did I get it? I did it. Mount. No mas. Let those kind of get out of the way a little bit. All right, so that's an extra 200 of the first two. Done. I took what, like 6-8 minutes, something like that, trying to get those to go. Oh, they're breaking up. They're breaking up. It definitely seems like they despawn faster if you do a smaller number of them. It might be the fact it's not lagging up as bad. But it also just seems like they do despawn quicker. I'm gonna do a big number of plant rockets first. Oh yeah, that was a big number, I'm sure. That was probably somewhere in the realm of 70 to 80, maybe. Wow, it's really lagging up. All right. I'm gonna let it go. Ah! The fins, legs, what do you want to call them? Okay, I'm gonna have to wait a second. I wonder if they'll ever change it so that the game actually shows a proper FPS, because the FPS is limited to never show below 15. Even though I am definitely below 15. Actually, you know what? I'll pull up the NVIDIA. It cannot even register right now how low my FPS is. I'm gonna let that go. I want to let it finish so I can actually see an FPS show up on this. It's getting better. What's interesting with the rockets underwater too. Okay, still not wanting to pick up right. They may not be recognizing the FPS on this. Let me turn that off. So 700. I did, yeah, it was about 70 to 80 I did on that first round. God, look at that. Just jumping up here felt so much faster. Okay, that's enough. Smaller numbers. Yes, you got back just in time to watch the part of the 1,000 rockets. Wow, it's like, it was 84. I just got to get through like 116. And like 3, maybe 4 batches on this. Can I do 1 FPS? I'm pretty sure if the game was accurate on this, I would be doing something like that. Because this is, like on Subnautica, one of the bases I built, it got down to where I was seeing 4 FPS on some places around the base at times, and typically around 10 to 14 FPS. This is worse. I could do like a 0.000 something FPS. I could lock the game up like I did earlier. Okay, that is all of the plants ones, right? Yep, that was plants. Yes, so we got seeds left, and then the bees. Bees are always the worst. You gotta really spread those out. The bees are gonna be very small batches, I think. And I didn't really give it time for them all to build. I should have waited a little bit longer. Ah. You're back, but you'll be just listening because you're busy stuffing your face. At least tell us what you're eating. You know, honestly, if we had a tier 2 rocket platform that would let you launch automatically, and you had some way to automate it to where certain things went to that platform for a certain rocket type, like you said, here's the rocket type I want, it's going to request specifically those items in that quantity. You could still have it where the rocket engines are getting used mostly by certain ones, so you get an SKU count on your, numbers. I would still like, the craft from containers should work with that, I would think, or at least could be made to work with something like that if we were to get an automated rocket launcher. I'd just go and be like, I'm going to carry everything I need to each one, dump the stuff in, and then just leave it to launch it itself. And just be like, I do literally a game save where all I would do is focus on optimizing production around the automated platforms. And that actually moved me. It bumped me into like where I ended up here and then backwards. I would totally just, set up all my stuff, automate my production as much as I could to try to get everything going, even distribution, but still automatically distributed for the rockets. Just have it be producing all the rockets non-stop. And then I really would just probably go back to where I'd set up a single heater, a single drill, and be like, I'm just going to focus on the rockets and do nothing but have one heater, one drill, one butterfly farm, cut everything down to just one of each, and do nothing but launch rockets. Have like 10,000 of each type of rocket, and just see if I can still do it the same way. All the production stuff, like producing tree seeds with the biodome, stuff like that, I would have to keep it going. I'm gonna save just in case these break somehow. But all the other stuff, like the beef, the butterfly farms, frog, amphibian farms, stuff like that, I would not do a ton of those. I would just do like one of each. I mean, it's no worried about sequencing once you get the first golden fish egg, first golden butterfly larva, all that stuff. You just need one and you're done. Ooh, chili and grilled cheese. Oh, I do have bread. I don't have any chili. I do have gumbo. I may do grilled cheese and gumbo now. Thanks, Jenny. I was thinking about fixing this shepherd's pie dish I got. But it's a big dish. It's gonna be like 2 meals. So now I might do that. I might do some grilled cheese and gumbo tonight, because I do need to use up the last of my bread. That is once I get all the bees out of here. The fact that the bees do not go with the rockets when they launch is part of the problem. They just kind of hang around, suck up your FPS. Don't look at the bees. I mean, you think the rocket engines would be frying them, but no. I'm gonna go a little bit bigger on the count this time, just because it's so slow. And actually like producing them. Oh man, too many bees. I want to smash the bee. Did I actually launch through all of them that fast? Yeah, let's just double check. Yep, okay. Making sure that last one was done. Okay, I will give it a moment. Let them build. Got some stuck on my biodomes over there. That one kind of did not want to leave the launch pad very smoothly. I feel like I should be almost done, but I'm afraid to go and look and see that I'm only like halfway. You'd bring me some chili because your mom puts homemade salsa in it. I mean, granted, it depends, I guess, on how much I plan to eat. If I plan to eat a lot of it, I don't want it too spicy, because then you just got even more of that in your belly. You know, like one bowl, I just like add my own stuff to it, you know? All right, I'm giving it a moment. This is, it's a bee-filled lag fest. That's the bees right now. Yeah, when they add multiplayer, if they do not fix this mechanic where you can keep building and stacking the rockets, totally a way to mess with the other people playing. Just be like, hey, we're going to just stack up all this. And then if you're using, which I guess the co-op would depend on how the mods work with it, but if you could use the mods, like the craft from containers mod, you could totally still do this and mess it up for everybody. It's not breaking the game. If I was going to break the game, I'd launch all of them in one go and have the game freeze up for like 30 minutes. Because we've done that. We've gone through that where the game literally white screened on me and it took like 20 minutes for it to finally finish. Oh. That's it. It's done. No more after this batch. There it goes. That's the last ones. Still cannot move very well. Oh, there it goes. Okay, the other ones went away finally. And he said, you know, if the bees would just despawn when the rocket launches from the platform, that would help right there. But that's one of the big things about it, is the bees stay until the rocket despawns elsewhere. So 700 of each. So as last week, we started at 1,500 rockets, went to 2,500. Today, we 2,500, went to 3,500. So this time, I'll just do like 100 of each. Get us up to 4,000. And then I go to 5,000. And then I can say I'm done for a little while. Till maybe they give us the automated platform I'm asking for. You know, automated rocket launcher. Save some trouble. Retool things, make it work on its own. Then I go to the 10,000 mark. All right, so I saved. Let's just see. I didn't check to see how fast it's going before and after this time, but should be similar to the last boost. And look at that. Faster and faster terraformation. Just overall, you see the number going up. Yeah. All right. That's a lot of rockets. A lot of rockets. It's 3,500 rockets just on those right there. That's it's only laggy if you look at the thing, the little terminal screen for it. So yeah, that's it. We're done with the rockets. You keep seeing my base on the cliff thinking battlecruiser operational. That's meant to be my decorative home base. Like how that's the production tower. I have one called home, and it's meant to be decorative. And I really What I'm waiting on is getting all of the larvae, the eggs, fish eggs, and frog eggs, getting all of that, so I can have all of that on a big wall of display. And I want to make I got to get those going. That's why I say we might do that next week. Try to get like some more of the collectible larvae you have to find, and go look for some more frog eggs too. And just see if I get all of my collectibles ready and be able to then go up there and be like, okay, here's the wall of larvae, wall of fish eggs, wall of frog eggs, all the decorative stuff done. Get up there, do some decorative furniture and such, and then home is done. And that's gonna be my home one. Hi, Timmy. Oh, foot. I got a foot. That's a foot. He's like, why are you playing with my foot? And he's, why are you tickling my foot? Hey, don't hide. I'll cover you then. There. Shake, show off. Come here. Look right here. Look. I'll turn it up. Yeah, I do that and you stick your head up even more. Let's see if I can get him. There, you can see him in the back. You're blurry in the back. Here, I'll put this back down. He's really liking this new blanket. Like, too much. He gets in, he gets in there, he's like, I don't want to move. Yes, thank you, Jenny. We are ending. We're wrapping up now. Because now you got me wanting some gumbo. Again, because I don't have chili. But it is going to be spicy gumbo. I'll probably put in some of my black garlic Carolina Reaper sauce. There, come here. Oh, getting heavy. I'm fat. There, we'll turn that off. Now you could say hi up close. Look, say hi. What's the matter with you? He's like, I don't want to look at the camera. I know what it is. Look at the camera. Your parents don't like gumbo. Oh, that's sad. I mean, I'm okay with chili, but I gotta have grilled cheese if I have chili. I can't just eat chili and be done with it. I can eat gumbo and be done with it. But I like having something like that with gumbo, because I always get the gumbo nice and thick. And it's just good to dip it in, you know? Gumbo with grilled cheese, or you also do like different crackers. I like the wheat thins, like, well, not wheat thins. Well, I get the Aldi brand, but it's kind of like the wheat thins, but you get like the ones with the special seasonings. That works well too, because it's something you can dip in there. You get like a nice chunk of rice and sausage, some shrimp, chicken, whatever you got in there, and just boom, you know. Timmy stares at me like, when do I get some of that? But I put a lot of garlic in it, so he doesn't get to have it. Come here. Come here. Mwah. There we go. Right, look up. There we go. Yeah. Oh. Look at the camera. Yes, look at the camera, Timmy. It's like, all right, I'm done with that. So, Timmy gets some wet food, and of his fancy feast wet food type stuff, which he likes. Just makes his farts smell really bad. And then we're gonna have, well, tomorrow he gets the same thing. Tomorrow I'm taking my mother out for her birthday dinner, because her birthday is Monday. Yeah, Monday is her birthday. I'm not gonna give away her age, but it's her birthday, so we're going out for lunch tomorrow. fancy feast time for us. Yeah. So you're in my way. Come on, give me a hug. Give me a hug. There we go. Got my hugs. All right, you want down? You want me to put you down? Are you fine? Okay. He's like, I don't want to be on camera. I'm embarrassed. But he's fine with this. He's giving me a horrible stare. Like, will you guys stop doing this to me? All right, you want to go? You want down? Okay. Here we go. All right, we're wrapping up. Thank you all for hanging out today. While we did another 1,000 rockets and did all that. Yeah, go enjoy the rest of your day, rest of your weekend, rest of your week. Normal video schedule this week, no holidays. I recall special holidays, so normal videos Monday and Friday. Yes, I am getting my new stuff in for the new gaming system, the upgraded system. I'm going to be working on putting it together, testing the hardware, then start migrating all my stuff. So it's going to take some time. It's not something I'm going to be jumping into fast. I want to make sure everything's up and running so I don't get shut down waiting on a part to come in or trying to get something working right. So it's coming. You'll know when it happens. It's coming. But that's my project for the next couple weeks, trying to get that set up. But again, normal schedule this week. We'll do this again next weekend. Go have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.